based on kids looking for skip passes and where they're at. We encourage them at all times at Salisbury. All right, a carry. All right. When we're changing formations, a lot of times, whether it's from X or up top, we carry the ball and a guy will move into another thing, and when he's doing that, he's also forcing the guy to play him with the ball, excuse me, and we're forcing them to rotate. Stepping in, all right, to it, through it, all those concepts that you've heard before. When guys are moving the ball, are we stepping into the gaps and stepping into the shots, stepping into the passes, all right, to shorten the pass and to create a different angle for the goalie. A step off. Now the step off is behind. We're going to get the ball behind, we're going to carry it, and we're going to step off, or we're carrying it up top, and we're going to step off into a different formation. Timmy, can you hold it? And now he's going to show you a step off from behind, where we carry the ball, all right, and then a guy stops, and now we're going to see, we're now from behind, we're in a 2-3-1, could easy roll into a 3-3. All right, so off of a carry, we're forcing a rotation of the defense, and it's something that gives man down a great deal of trouble. Seals. All right, you're going to see a couple goals where we go into seal a man, and we get the guy coming off a seal for a shot. Get the ball around. A lot of teams, you can seal a lot of different ways. This is just one way. You can just pinch that guy in the corner. All right, and then we got a couple plays where we got fake seals, where that guy fakes like he's going to seal. He'll dive to the goal. Now the defender's cheating to the outside, and he steps in there, and he gets an easy goal inside. So talking about seals, showing them what a seal is, what a fake seal would be if you're running a play for that, is something that they need to have in their education of the man-up player. Obviously, you're probably going to, we even pick on man down or man up sometimes. Do they know what a pick is? Do they know how to set picks? Do they know how to roll off picks? Do they know the guy that's most open in a pick is usually the picker? And we do some stuff like that. But kids, again, got to understand those basic principles. Now, how do we practice? All right? The first thing that we do, all right, is we put in our basic motion offense. And we'll skeleton these things to death. All right? But not only are we skeleton them, we are doing it with one cradle and out. We're giving them a set amount of time. We're skeleton for 30 seconds. How many times can you turn it over in 30 seconds? How fast can you move it? How fast can you get it from the 1-4-1 to the 3-3, the 1-4-1 to the 2-3-1, 1-4-1 wing carry? We're going to show you all these in a minute. All right, and then get back in the 1-4-1. Now, see, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds. 60 seconds doesn't seem like a long time, but if you get them out there and you time them, and then you're counting the touches, how many touches can we get in 60 seconds? How many changes of formation can we get in 60 seconds? They have to talk, they have to communicate to each other, all right? They create a lot of difficulty for the man down because they're forcing them to rotate, identify cutters, and change their shape. Again, we're trying to get that man down defense out of their shape, all right? We want them to recreate their shape, which is tough for them to adjust to. Here's just a simple way to go from a 1-4-1 into a 3-3. We carry off the back, guy steps up, and boom, we're right into a 3-3. We do this a lot, and we have some set plays we're going to show you here in a minute. 1-4-1, we'll get a carry up top. All right, step off. Go next one, Tim. All right, so here we're out in practice. I'm out here with a clock. We're just banging the ball around. You can see we're in a 1-4-1. They're a little tighter than they normally would be just because of the camera. Kid stepped off. We're in a 1-3-2. They keep the ball moving. Guy cuts back into the crease, and we're kind of back into a 1-4-1. We're going to slow-mo it. See a hard carry. It's coming up here in a second. 1-4-1 is our basic formation that we kind of go out of. But we're usually not in it very long. You see just a quick carry. Now this guy steps off, and we'd like to throw the ball back to him, and you can see how he's got 3 quick looks and a skip pass up top. And then he just steps back into the crease and they're back in 1-4. So we do a lot of dummying like that, but we're challenging them to how many touches you can get. Here's a step off in the game. Step off behind, skip the ball up top goal.
Second half for them.
Really is. In the sport of lacrosse, anytime a goal is scored, you have a 50-50 opportunity to get the ball.
Straight 1-4-1 right here in the game.
Eliminate that option for the Gettysburg Bullets, make him play defense.
Carries the ball, the kid steps off, they adjust pretty well, then they don't cover the crease. That kid stepped off too early on the back. Remember, on man down, you never want to have two guys covering behind. Their second guy stepped off too quick and man opened the crease and we got the ball right inside. We knew that going into that game. All right. Gettysburg's 4-man rotation team, but anytime anybody steps off, they immediately go into a 5-man rotation. All right, so we knew going into the game, as soon as we get him in a 5-man rotation, we want to look inside today. That's the look today. Here, we're in a 1-4-1, now we're stepping off top, and we're in the tradition a lot of you guys like to run a 1-3-2 and moving the ball. Again, we're dummying this, he steps off. Then the guy cut back into the crease, we're back into a 1-4-1. You see it's one cradling out. Here he comes, he carries it back. Crease guy's active. Ball went to X, and then that guy cut back inside, and we were in a 1-4-1 again. Here's a step off up top in the game. Here's the step off. Two kids slid up to the ball, left the left-hand shooter wide open. Here's the step off. Does a good job, but now we get the ball. We're sitting in a 1-3-2-3-1. Nice skip pass. Better shot. Stepped off again. They didn't rotate fast enough. We got the ball to the wing shooter, lefty, goal. Now, we're going to carry the ball from the wing this time. See this guy carrying the ball. Now we're going to step off there into a 1-3-2. Now what does that do? Remember the bottom corner guy in defense right here? He's playing the guy in the wing. He carries him up. He has to go with him. He can't pass him. That way it's already forcing them to rotate right away in the beginning of the man-up play. And then we'll go back into the one, we'll cut right back into the 1-4-1. Now obviously these guys got to be communicating a lot to each other when they're out there. That's why we do this a lot. As we move from formations and different guys may step into the crease. There was a wing carry there, lefty. Looks to the crease diving. And then you got two skips on the backside. So you carry that ball, I forced them to rotate. Carries a little bit, the guy steps off the crease. Then we stepped off from behind, and look at that guy standing there naked right there. Now that was no set play, that was just two step offs. There was a step off top, and there was a step off behind, and man, they struggled with that. They covered the first one both good, but the second time there was no second slide there or a rotation to get that guy, and it was a nice goal. So this is them kind of running the formations, 1-4-1. All right, we move the ball around again. We step off. Pretty simple thing. It's not brain surgery. He gets back in the crease. We're in a 1-4-1. He's carrying the ball from the wing. Now we're in a 2-3-1. And the only way your kids are going to be able to do this and keep doing it is they got to just practice and dummy it. And they got to do it a lot. Here we are meeting at the top of the box. You're going to see them kind of run through here for about 30 seconds, Timmy. They're just going to keep